Welcome back. What a crazy series we have on our hands. Mr. X, Jack, Courage, Dunlap, Optic Gaming versus TCM. I think at the beginning of the night we both expected this one to not be as close as it is, Jack, but these teams are evenly matched over the first 3 maps.
Matt, we were talking about it earlier on in the preview show where we just said Ace always finds a way to drag out series. I think anyone in the right mind would say TCM, brand new team, Optic Gaming looking strong as ever. Can't really see how this would go even 4 games. Well, we find ourselves here on Solar Hardpoint. Really, anyone can still take this series.
Yeah, without a doubt, Jack, I 100% agree. This one's going to go over to an OG host, so it's going to be Karma on your screen, going to pick up 1 right there. Currently starting out 3-1 here on a 3 streak. He's going to have 1 player in front of him. That's going to be Teep, able to take him out as well. Karma getting off to a nice start here with the AR in his hand. You see Crim and Scum picking up kills in the kill feed. Karma just still alive, just going to challenge Aches. I don't think he really cared what Aches was trying to do there. Karma, when he's feeling it, man, it is awesome to watch right there. Started off 5-1. It's going to be Crim, though, 6-3 on a 3 streak. Going to rotate over towards this second hill, and Optic Gaming has full control thus far.
Matt, you know what I was thinking when I went and got water during the break is that my first ever experience of Parliament uplink was that incredible last-second dunk from Crim6 in double overtime to win the game.
Which is really confusing. I don't know if Crim knew that he could just get a 1-point play before the clock and it would end.
Yeah, I guess he just went, I guess he just was worried about the pick. I mean, he had picked one off earlier on in the game. So. Yeah,
I think he was probably worried about the fact that there was 1 player in the TCM base, like right underneath it. And like, what happens if everybody had spawned up there, right? And then everybody on TCM just kind of jumps. But still, it's kind of dangerous. I mean, I guess they had 3 players next to him, trying to kind of usher him in.
Yeah, Optic had all 4 up. I think he just thought, hey, I have enough lead bodies, let's just go for it. But it was a crazy game. I mean, absolutely nuts in that finish. Right now, though, Optic Gaming up by 24 seconds. They're going to rotate here towards this back garage hardpoint. Full control. Going to go to Optic Gaming early on in this one, but the push from TCM is coming.
Yeah, and Jerd getting off to a really slow start here. 3-11. Go on board with him, see what he's doing. He is just smashing his face towards the hard points. No, just really just trying to fight his way in there.
Yeah, this is a perfect point to bring up where you mentioned reckless versus aggressive. This is just Jerd now reckless. He just pushed in by himself there, died without even getting a bullet on a member of Optic Gaming. Finally picking up a kill, 4-13. If you watch, he's literally just flying into the hill. Got a 2-piece there, now 5-14, but the rest of his team isn't even there to support him yet.
Yeah, as you see Scump, he's going to fly into the hard point. He's going to be able to take out 2. Has another one to his right. Now, it's going to be Crim able to take out Aches, but it's going to be Optic Gaming getting off to a very fast start here on Solar, and I think they needed to. They couldn't let this TCM team just kind of lurk around. They need to put them away early. It's going to be Scump taking the garbage time here. Going to go on board with Formal. He's got a few big gunfights over here. In maps, he's going to win 2, 1 versus Moose, 1 versus Jerd. They're trying to break it from that side. He's going to drop, see if Eggs can pick up a kill from the right, and he does. This would be huge if TCM wants to pinch this, which they will. And you see Crim, he's going to be playing that bottom solar area, trying to just cause a nuisance here. He's going to get 1. Now, going to do a nice job hiding behind the car, and Optic able to break that so quickly and easily. That is one TCM needs to be able to hold.
Just 3.5 minutes into the game, and Optic Gaming is already positive 20 in the slaying department. They are absolutely dominating on all fronts here on Solar Hardpoint. This looks like the OG we all know. The team that has won so many championships here in AW. Almost a 90-second lead. They've continually held down the hardpoint once they get control of it, even momentarily. I mean, Matt, if you're TCM, what do you change up to try to come back into this game?
I mean, TCM, they just need to really get Moose and Jerd going. I mean, Teep and Aches, they're trying all they can. I mean, but if you don't have all that teammate support there, I mean, there's only, there's not a lot 2 players can do, to be quite frank with you. I mean, it's going to make it pretty hard on them when they need to pick up kills. I mean, they're sitting here, and I mean, not the prettiest scores by any stretch of the imagination. Aches -3, Teep -4, now -3. But still, I mean, yeah, Jerd at,
Jerd Moose
double negative, and then you have Moose at 9 and 17. If some kills go, differently their way, and they're a little bit closer to even, maybe Teep and Aches, their scores are a little bit easier. Some, not fighting 2-on-1 gun battles all the time, but still, if you're going to say a lot what they need to do, I mean, you're going to be looking at, Moose and Jerd really step it up. Now even, Aches 12 and 16 starting to lag behind Teep on a 7 streak. 19 and 19, doing all he can. You just need more of an overall team effort.
Oh, absolutely. The score reflects it here, Matt, as Optic Gaming is about to be up by 100 seconds after the first rotation. Looking like they're steadily going to take this series 3-1 if you're just tuning in. TCM lost a heartbreaking Game 3 on Parliament uplink. They forced an overtime. They scored in just 25 seconds with a 1-point toss from Jerd. And then Crim6 grabbed the drone and dunked it in 24.5 seconds with only half a second remaining. Optic Gaming now up 2-1. They are definitely looking to take this series 3-1.
Yeah, Hilt's going to go back to the middle. It's going to be 35 seconds left on that one. Optic going to take some time. Crim on your screen, going to just make sure they have this locked down for the second hill. That's the one they want to take a lot of time on. Jerd picks up 2 kills in the kill feed. Crim going to rotate back towards the middle. Going to try and pick up 1. He's actually going to just drop down and annihilate Jerd. Karma picking up 2 kills in the kill feed as well. Karma and Crim coming alive here in map number 4. You have Karma on a 4 streak, 26 and 13. Will go on board with him. Has the AR in his hand, and I feel like, I don't want to say he's underrated in Advanced Warfare. I feel like, you know, sometimes doesn't get the credit he deserves because, you know, he doesn't have the biggest games. Nobody really is with, you know, Scump and Formal. But I think if people, you know, just look at Karma as an individual player, always in the right position, always making those, you know, smart plays, and, you know, can run the AR, can run the SMG, just a very good overall player.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I just think that some of the new talent we've seen so far in AW who do those explosive things, those come to mind first for a lot of viewers in regards to when they think of who are the biggest, best players in the game. Karma, though, always doing everything he can to be in the best position. As you mentioned, Matt, looking at the scoreboard right now, 190 to 63 lead for Optic Gaming. They're positive 32 in the slang department. As we said earlier, winning on all fronts, making it look easy. Now just 56 seconds away of objective time, taking the series 3-1.
Yeah, this is not a pretty one for TCM. For as good as they played, to go out like this would be pretty, you know, upsetting, I guess. You know, to say the least. You know, we had such a great series. Now, this last one, not very close. Teep going to be set up in garage. Going to have one player challenging from his right. Going to jump out, try and challenge Karma. It looks like he's going to get dropped at the hands of Formal from behind. You see Scump. Look how far out he is pushed. He is just trying to push these players out on TCM, just playing so aggressive here towards the middle of the map. He's going to just dive across. He's going to try and pick up a second one, not able to finish off that kill. It's going to be Karma and Crim in the hill for Optic Gaming. Crim is going to drop Karma, last one alive. He's going to get taken out by Jerd. Looks like Formal trying to push in there. Keep the hill in Optic Gaming's control, and they're gonna get it back. They can afford to play for this garbage time. Crim just makes an amazing play right there. He's having a great game, 28 and 17. Just everybody for Optic Gaming really going off now. And sometimes, you know, there's nothing a team can do, and right now I think TCM just really, regardless of what could have happened here, nope, didn't have the answers for Optic Gaming in the slaying department.
Just shy of positive 40 now for Optic Gaming in the slaying department. They're up by 150 seconds. This game is over, Matt. They're going to take the series 3-1 and move on to 4-0 now in the AW Season 3 League. They are one step closer to being the first ever team undefeated through 2 weeks of the Pro League season.
Yep, Formal going to be on the outside, picking up some kills on a 6 streak. And like I said, I mean, you know, TCM, they could have played this one perfectly, Jack, and they probably still would not have won this one. I mean, yeah. 250 to 75. Optic Gaming gonna dominate map number 4, close this one out 3-1. I mean, just a crazy performance out of them. I mean, everybody kind of goes off for the guys on OG.
Two completely different teams from the first hardpoint we saw from TCM and the second hardpoint we saw from TCM. Optic Gaming waking up. That momentum they got from game number 3 in that clutch last-second victory really showed there in Solar Hardpoint. They started off hot with Karma going 5-1, and they ended even hotter, going almost positive 40 as a team, taking this series over TCM.
Yeah, Crim puts up a monster game there. We're going to go over to the Vulcan scoreboard and actually just kind of talk about some of the players in this series. Game 1, Karma put up 6,000 points for OG. It was actually, Jerd putting up 6,075 for TCM. So both those guys matched each other's scores perfectly. Game 2, we saw Crim6 have a massive game. Really, game 2, 3, and 4, Crim put together amazing games. Crim 1050 in game 2, 3950 in game number 3, and then that final game 4 put up 61-25. Crim, just an absolute monster. If you drafted him and Vulcan, had a pretty good day out of him. And that series went 3-1, Jack. We talked about how the length of series, could help some players, rack up more score. That one goes 3-1. A lot of people didn't, expect that. That also helps people out who, they had Scump, Informal, rest of the guys on OG, and the guys on TCM. So, pretty big series, if you're a fantasy guy. Vulcan just started today. You can use MLG COD. I believe they'll, match up to a $1,000 deposit. So, some pretty cool stuff with Vulcan. But guys, that's going to be it for this third match of the night. Last one coming up right after this. It's going to be Envy going up against Epsilon. Stay tuned.